Ladies and gentlemen, what is up, risk takers? Welcome to the Kill Pete Strategy. I am Pete. I am a top player in Risk Global Domination. I have a daily show on YouTube. Twice daily. In fact, you can subscribe to the Kill Pete Strategy to free Pete. There's even additional bonus content going on up the Patreon and the YouTube memberships. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Fix Friday Live. You ready? Okay, we're orange. In the fourth seat, Classic Fixed Auto 60 with a beginner automated. It's the worst type of Autobot because Autobots may transform and roll out, but we definitely don't want them winning games. Alliances are on, Fog Blizzard portals are off, and as I said, I'm orange in third seat. Looks like I spawn with a very strong open for Europe. If I can just convince everyone else to a GTFO. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. How you doing? Ali, YK Cole. How you doing? Bammer. How you doing? Kreskin. VIP Jared. How you doing? Pirates. Hello. Rowdy Rooster, K Mario, Stopfi. Welcome in, everyone. Welcome to Fix Friday Live. And Spike Lee. Oh, hey there. Yeah, you know this game. This is your game. I do it slightly different than Kreskin, but not that much different. The bones are the same. Hey, Obi Dose, how you been, man? What's good, Milk? Thank you so much, Lloyd, for the 9 months. Thank you. What's up, PT boy? 'Tis I, the Pete boy. I was just watching one of your videos, and I figured this would be better. Sometimes it's better. The ones that make it to YouTube, however, are curated to you know what's going to happen. With this, it's more mysterious. This is live television, folks. How's my day? What did I do today? I worked. I have about a week and a half of solid work, and then I expect to be more or less ready to move. So you can expect regular streams for about the next week and a bit. And then we'll have to cool it down. Roberto Farias, do you want to move your 3 through Iceland? You're going to have to accept an alliance request. There you are, Roberto. Don't say I never did nothing for you. Pretty good at slogging through the job search process. Oh, yeah? You're between jobs? Haven't seen you much, OB. How's life, my friend? Actual noob, what's up? How's it going? We're good. No, not that the videos are bad. I certainly didn't take it that way. Snarks, hello. Hello. Finding tenant has not gone well. But you know what? That's not actually my job, right? That's what I'm employing an agent for. So hopefully they do their part. Roberto enters Europe. You think? You think I let him in the door? Dr. Hayes, what's good, brother? Gaming derp. I got the peep in the pop-up corner while working on my programming project. Don't let me distract you. Right, don't betray my good nature, Roberto. I'm good, Gunhard. How are you, man? Oh, I wouldn't have expected this. This is the least likely of all the possibilities. Same old is good sometimes, right? Safe and stable can be relaxing. I'm going through a bit of turmoil, good turmoil in my life, but you know, I tend to be a lot more safe and stable. Hey, nice one. What's up? Snark says, I wish you the best of luck. Yeah, I wish you all the best of luck as well, man. Obido's been full-time dad. Yeah, I mean, that's, you know, you'll never forget those memories. Do the rental laws in Canada protect the landlord well? No. It's very high risk, low reward to be a landlord in Canada. Thoughts on naming my pug Mr. Leahy? I like it. Green did not avail themselves of the opportunity, and now they will not be in Europe. That was their only chance to do that. So now you can't do that anymore. I opened the door, and I immediately shut the door. And maybe we see 8v5 because of it. Is this fixed or progressive? We're playing classic fixed. Absolutely. Hope you find a tenant and things go well. I'm sure I will. If it's a matter of price, I can be flexible, right? Hello, Maverick. Hello, Scuda. Favorite settings? Let's go. Yeah, man. Nothing wrong with class and fixed, eh? Actual Noob says, earlier I almost lost a game because I forgot to turn back on end stage confirmation. Luckily, I had to set on 3. Hey, take the temperature of the room. What do you guys think about clicking back from Fortify? 1 for favorable, 2 for unfavorable. I am currently of the opinion that there's no game rules reason why we should force ourselves to click to Fortify and then not be able to just backtrack if no game state has changed. You have your clock, you use it how you see fit, right? It's this weird gotcha. Yeah, I don't know. And the devs did give me some sort of reasonable explanation, like everyone wants to see the same thing at once. But I would even go so far as to say there's no benefit to having everyone be able to see what phase my opponent's turn is in. Ares doesn't like it. Okay, give me the highest quality criticism against being able to click back from Fortify. What would the steel man of that be? Hey, Nordic Noob. I mean, like, yes, if you go to Fortify, as long as you haven't fortified, you should be able to click back to attack, is my contention. And I felt this forever. I think the end stage confirmation button is this weird sort of stopgap to account for the fact that... No, that's not what I'm saying, Ares. I'm saying that if you click to Fortify and you don't actually move any troops, you should still be able to go back to attack. JP says, seeing how long someone spends in different phases can be huge for reading the board. This is true, right? It's helpful to see through fog. How much do we want to see through fog? That part would fundamentally change it. And I'm not actually trying to make too many changes. I'm just sort of picking at the question of being locked into Fortify accidentally, which I'm sure we've all been there, right? Yeah, I'm not hating on the info at all. Yeah, what if you misclick? Many people do. Obido says, we rented out our house for 3 years. My only requirements was that the house make enough to pay for itself. And luckily, the house is a decent area. I'm going to lose money anyways. No matter what I'm dealing with, I'm losing some amount of money this year. So it's not a long-term. It's a 1-year plan and then wait and see. Me keeping my house right now is entirely because we're not sure we're going to stay. If I was sure I was going to stay, I would sell. Not against undoing the Fortify, but losing the info. Yeah, so at the cost of one, you don't want to deal with the other, which is reasonable. Hey, Trendy, how you doing? Hey, Dayblaze, we got the 9 months. Thank you for the sub. It is night, but he's blazing every day, baby. This is Green plays a couple of turns, then quits out. So he puts his stacks. You know, this one you might actually see this kind of thing in an auto bot environment, right? You just see people put a bunch of stacks out and then bot out and then let the bot take cards. Oh no, he's here. He's just stalling this turn. Thanks, Green. Appreciate it. Fantastic. Wow. All right. Trendy's having a good day. Always nice to hear. How long of a break are you anticipating? Only from streaming. So what I'm doing right now is I'm doing a bunch of it, like intense recording plus like fixing up my house, you know, getting my whole sort of life in order. And once that's done, I will be ready. But yeah, I mean, and then it's just a matter of when I get my visa. So the YouTube will be fine. It's more just the Twitch, which is, you know, from my perspective, a minor piece, but I guess we're all hanging out on Twitch, so it's a major piece for y'all. Ooh, White is suiciding out. Okay. You know, an Optic Albert. Nice one says, someone suggested the song Down with the Sickness the other day by Richard Cheese. I don't know if you remember, but it took me a second. Dick. Jeez. So I'm going to take Europe next turn. I didn't want to take Europe last turn just because I want to do it on a set, but I guess I'm going to have to go to 5. I'm going to wait one more turn, just in case someone is set to kill me. I want to maintain this exterior. Gaming Dirk says, to be honest, I watch you more on YouTube and catch a stream here and there. Yeah, I mean, that's normal. I love streaming, but it's definitely not my primary thing. Can I ask if you're guaranteed? No, I don't think there's ever a guarantee. I have to apply, and then I have to hope that everything works out. But as far as I know, I've read the conditions. I seem to meet them. We hope. I'm going to try not to say anything too dumb or controversial in the meantime, but you know me. Still like speaking my mind. Get bad vibes from Green? What do you mean? They allied me up. Don't you see that handshake? Doesn't this mean anything to you? I know I'm getting bad vibes as well. Here's hoping. Yeah, I feel good about it. I'm not worried. I'm not going to worry about that piece. Hey, Kristen. How you doing? Don't talk me into playing Alcatraz again. I'm just kidding. You can talk me into it if you really want. Dr. A says, I mostly watch you on YouTube, but I always try to say hello when I get an opportunity to catch you. I love it when you guys say hello. And the inevitable bot out. No, we're not playing proper. We're playing fixed. You see on the sausage jokes? I don't think the sausage jokes are going to be what does me in. Kyle says some nurse got fined $100K for saying there's two genders or something. When I speak about gender, it's always the same story, right? Of anything, it was the most fraught subject in my free speech, open conversation Discord forum. And more fraught than the proof of the existence of God, which should tell you something. Apparently, you're just not allowed to talk about it. Cap incarnate. You see, White also isn't taking Africa, which is fucking sussing the fuck out of me. So this is the 6 in North America is entirely a play to stay alive just in case anyone tries to kill me. I want to make it really difficult for any one player to take me out. How do I feel about genders? Me personally? What does it matter what I feel? Right? I'm not particularly educated on the subject, and I don't find it particularly interesting. So I think people... I basically think that if we are defining gender as a role you should play in society, then the entire structure of that is archaic and not really worth focusing on. It's basically a giant waste of time, this topic. And it seems to be a manifestation of privilege. Only a decadent, privileged society would concern themselves with it. Right? It is a downstream consequence of our abundance that we are having this conversation. Patriarchy for life, lol. Right? I think we can transcend that and just think about people as people and evaluate people based on their own merits, good or ill or whatever in the middle. Release the list. No, damn it. Don't make me say it. Hey, Pete, what is the best thing Donald Trump could do for the U.S.? I have a few ideas, but I'm hoping for one specifically. Again, I'm not trying to be an ignorant person. I'm not trying to bury my head in the sand. I don't follow politics very closely. I don't care. It doesn't seem very interesting. I've seen that television show already. I know how it ends. It ends with rich people taking more of your money. I don't need to see the 7,000th version of the same episode, right? We can move on and talk about actually interesting things. To me, I don't know. I know it's very interesting to you. I know it's a very compelling television show, and everyone's very interested in it, and it matters a ton for some reason, even though there's nothing you can do about it. But it's just not the way I think about it. What are these questions? People ask me questions. I don't mind them. I really don't. I think your face is interesting. Trendy is always knows what to say to put a smile on mine. Back at you. Kyle says, I wish I could even make a joke about this without being banned on Twitch. Yeah. Kyle likes to run his mouth. But he's already got his fucking immigration sorted out. Yeah, I like that take, Scuda. Scuda says, Like with most other social things, the issue of gender is only a public matter when individuals' rights or safety are being infringed upon. Beyond protecting and respecting each other, it's nobody's business. I like that a lot. Okay, can I successfully kill green and trade? Yes. Let's get this bot the fuck out of this game, just so that we don't have to reward that quitting with any sort of bonus. Bunch of dudes, eh? A little classic European turtle formation. So check this out, folks. The classic European turtle looks something like this. You either have an exterior or interior guard, Iceland, Greenland, and you have a strong middle position. The variant I'm doing is I'm doing a less trusting, so I'm guarding the outer shell a little bit more. But this is just to be non-confrontational with white who didn't ally up. And we'll go from there. We're now in a +5, so we're in a beneficial position. Black seems to be blocking red from being able to take North America. So, but black will survive, it looks like. They won't get eliminated because red's not lined up to kill them. Yeah, Wenzel, the wizard in here. How you doing, Wenzel? Hey, Pete. Been watching YouTube for about a month now, and it got me interested in classic fixed world domination. How do you handle the 3-player to prevent getting suicided into? And given third, I find often I don't act. First, it's a 50-50 chance I'm given the win or not. Okay, so the way I answer the 3-player has evolved. I think the most insightful sort of like light bulb moment I had about this in recent memory was actually from talking to Digitalic. And he just said it so plainly. He's like, the 3-player scenario isn't logical, right? The logic of the 3-player scenario is infinitely recursive. It's if I hit A, then A hits B, and then B hits C, right? And then it's rock, paper, scissors. So there's no real way to logically establish advantage. And if you hit one guy then the other guy benefits, right? So what you do here instead is you think about it in terms of relationships. So you think about it as, who do I like? Who can I work with? Who can I talk to? Who wants to work with me? How can I join your Discord? There you go, Bride Dog, right there. And that's kind of how I answer that question is the 3-player scenario ultimately comes down to relationships over logic. And our type of strategic minds tend to lean towards logic, but this is one of those decisions where you will benefit a ton if you, instead of thinking or dwelling on what might be technically correct, to focus more attention on paying attention to the relationships. Cressling says the 3-player game is where the behavioral economics is the most impactful. Hey, doing Beffrey? A B Burrito says, Pete, do you wear glasses off stream? No, I have a prescription, but I only wear contacts. I don't like how I look in glasses. I find them cumbersome on my face. Is White going to slam that 16? Good for you, White. I wouldn't stand for that shit either. I don't know if that's a wah-wah. You blocked him. You should be 0% surprised that he's coming for you now. Oh, yes. Why are you laughing? You did this to yourself, Blue. Blue gets immediately suicide. I love this. Lol. Get him, White. That was Dark Force 6 did not expect the consequences of his actions. Lol. Where do we go from here? See, now is the time where I regret doing the turtle and I wish I had my stack active. Walter says he smacked him and put a threatening stack and surprised he gets smacked back. Classic. Indeed. Got it. Thanks for the answer. Oh, you're welcome, man. I love Classic Fix. I love talking about Classic Fix theory. And I was vexed by the 3-player for the longest time. I still kind of suck at it. We're going to kill White. Or are we going to steal Africa? Kill white. Why not? Cool. We find ourselves in a 3-player game. Now it is essential that I'm able to talk to these guys. Hey, Dale, I've missed you. I miss you too, man. Yeah, I don't think it was necessarily profitable for black, but it did advance the game state, which was nice. He doesn't even try and hold any of it. He doesn't try to hold any of it. I don't think that was a dumb kill. I like that kill. You guys don't like that kill? I like that kill. I like that kill. I respect that he advanced the game state. Attack my territory. You want to work on red? Let's end this game quickly. All right. See, this is all I'm talking about. 3-player scenario. Don't let it linger. Do you have to? Do you have to let it linger? See, if I hit red, I have initiative. Will black back me? Well, black's not open. Red's going to steal Oz. See if only my stack was open. Yes? Okay. Let's see if he's loyal. We had a guy be disloyal recently. Ooh, hot dice. Hot. The hotness. Let's do this thing, black. Watch him fucking flip. This turtley motherfucker. Yeah, he has no troops open, but why doesn't he put some troops out? Black betrays guaranteed. We've been seeing a lot of this recently, and I showed the guy the other day about that betrayal. What for? Walter says I would always take that kill. Very easy to advance the game, and easy to make an ally when you hit first. Time to make black die? Oh, yes. This is where red can win if he doesn't over-retaliate on me. Bingo. Red will win this game because I'm about to suicide into black. If he knows. He should know. He should have been able to read that I was going to fucking... that I was negotiated. Does he want me to take Africa? No. I think he's a rat. Is what he is. And that's why you follow up your alliances, folks. Good game, idiot. I'm not sure what you were thinking. I don't think either of these guys are good. Split a game against Spud? Oh, shit. I tell him he's crazy to play with his tick on. Black's cute. Black doesn't think I'm going to suicide into him. Black is a super chud. We wanted to lock in that lowest. You think? No way. It's our alliance over, bro. Get out of here. I never would have guessed. That really, you know what? I find that surprising. I gotta say. Your behavior was so loyal that I'm shocked that our alliance is over. Shocked, in fact. I almost get this kill. Fuck you, Black. Oh, yeah. Eat my cock. You betraying piece of shit. Good game, moron. I'm sorry. Those dice are hot, sir. Hot, hot, hot. That was the hottest second I got in my life. Red Sox locked? Oh, come on. Come on, there's no way. Dude strayed. Doesn't matter. That's a second. Last time Black Parade, we had this exact scenario fucking recently on the show, and I showed that guy too. Laugh and pure joy. I'm very satisfied. I'd rather almost give that guy lowest than win the game at that point, right? Because he's such a rat. That's such rat behavior. You want to be like, all right, I know you're a beginner. You've now learned that lesson. Right? Dude strayed. Do I continue to just have ridiculously hot dice? I mean, these are pretty hot. Hot? Sizzling? Perfect? Diggity, diggity, diggity dice? Woo! Ladies and gentlemen. The game's giving me really hot dice on an outcome that is lost. How much would you pay for SMG for dice like that? Subs and bits, my friend. Subs and bits. How you doing, llamas? Don't know. Even the hottest dice can't save me. It's anyone's game, folks. No, sir. No, sir. I wish it was. But I'll take the moral victory. Nah, they're not going to throw. Conviction, you're playing on Black. I respect this. Thanks, man. I'm sick of these. I'm sick of these rats. Right? If you're gonna fucking thumbs me up, you're gonna do something about it, or you're gonna know exactly. You're gonna face immediate feedback that will indicate it was probably better for you to do what you said you were gonna do. The hot dice aren't for winning the day. They're for returning justice to the Peachman. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video. Defeating a bunch of noobs. Nobody was good in this game, right? Defeating, 3 novices, 1 beginner, and losing to a beginner. Hope you enjoyed. Until next time, for all of you in the path to world domination. Good games. Good luck.